Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the lead singer of the Tokens, Mr. J. Siegel.
This is gonna be, we're gonna go back to a little bit of more into the doo-wop stuff here now, okay? For you people who are maybe as old as I am, all right? Down, doobie, down, whoa, doobie, doobie, down. Tonight I fell in love. This group started while I was still in high school. That's the truth. I was about 16 years old in Lincoln High School in Brooklyn, New York. And I was in the choral group in Lincoln High School, and there was this kid sitting next to me. This is a true story. And he asked me if I wanted to come over to his house, and he was forming a new rock and roll group, and if I wanted to come over and try out to be in the group. So I came over to his house, sang a few songs, and I made the audition, and I became part of the group. That guy, his name was Neil Sedaka, by the way. So yeah, and that's the truth. I don't know what the girl will do. So forget the past and make our love last. And I'll always love you. It's a little New York City doo-wop for you, right? This one is called Portrait of My Love. 1, 2, 3. You will never see the portrait of my love, for miracles are never seen. It would take, I know, a Michelangelo, and he would be the glow of dawn that paints the sky above, to try and paint a portrait of my love. Tell you, man, we wrote this song, and it was during the time of the Vietnam War. And I think if you listen to the lyric, it's probably as apropos today as it was back in the middle 60s because of all the turmoil that's going on all over the world. And we'd like to say we're waiting to get everybody back to the good old United States of America, bring them all back already safe and sound. So I'd like to dedicate this song to everybody, that's all the women and the men and everybody who's helping us out all over the world. Please write while you are away. I'm waiting for your letter each day. Please write and tell me you're alright. Well, that's all I'm asking of you, darling. Please write. Darling, please write. Thank you. Well, you know, after we had a couple of records on the charts, we opened up a little office on Broadway in New York City, and we would audition new singing groups or new single artists. The songwriters would come up and they would show us their new songs, and we would figure out, okay, what song went with what artist, and when we had that figured out, we'd bring them into the recording studio. We got the band together, we got the engineer, and at the end of the night, we made a record. Nobody ever heard of these people we recorded in the studio. We had a lot of success doing that, making a lot of unknown artists very famous and pretty rich. So we're going to We're going to do a medley of 2 records that we produced. That these records sold at least 1 million records each, and they really established great careers for these 2 artists. Nobody ever heard of a group called The Happenings, or nobody ever heard of a group called The Chiffons, until we brought them into the studio and we produced these #1 gold records. Have a good time, but remember, there is danger in the summer moon above. Will I see you? You may know some of these records. You heard us do One Fine Day and See You September. Remember He's So Fine by the Chiffons?
Yeah.
Remember that one? You remember Denise by Randy and the Rainbows?
Yes.
Does anybody remember a song, a little hit by Tony Orlando called Candida?
Candida, yes.
Knock 3 times.
3 times.
Tie Yellow Ribbon.
Yellow Ribbon.
I Got Rhythm by the Happenings. I don't know. I was in the studio 7 days a week and making records, so these are some of the records I produced. And I thank you all for coming out. This song sold over 13 million records. And it's been featured in about a dozen motion pictures. The latest movie it was in, anybody see the movie with Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman called The Bucket List? Wasn't that a good movie? And when Walt Disney put it into the movie The Lion King, it had a second life and it became an international hit all over again. And everywhere we go, people just love to sing along. You know what? I'm the guy that does the high part. The song, of course, you know, is The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Now, I do have to say a prayer that the note comes out, because if it doesn't come out, I have to go back to my plumbing job. But I'd probably make a lot more money, though. I don't know. All right, here we go. All right? You ready? Please work. It worked. Come on, you sing now. Come on, end it with me now. Come on. Well,